What's up, world? I go by your name, Content, and I'm still your Uncle Zanko. You're now tuned in to All Day Television, where we giving you all access into the who's and the whatnots of the music game. We've got two beautiful female artists with us today, and they go by the names Devour and Bizzcuit, and we're about to talk about some really lighthearted stuff today. We're not going to get too deep into it unless they want to, you know. So, introduce yourselves, ladies.
We already did.
Oh, you already did?
You already introduced us.
You can give us a formal introduction if you like.
Okay, no problem. I go by the name Bizzcuit.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where you from?
I'm from the East Rand, my nigga.
Yes.
You told him everything.
No,
you know?
it sounds better when it comes out of your mouth.
My name is Bizzcuit, and I'm from Davidson, East Rand. Stand up. Yeah.
And lady sister over
and
here?
I go by the name of Devour, Lenyora, entrepreneur. Sometimes I rap, most times I make great songs, but all the time I'm a surreal expressionist.
I like that. Sometimes I rap, most times I make great songs. That's hard. Bars, my nigga. So today we're gonna speak about, I wouldn't say it's a bit of a controversial kind of topic, but we kind of want a little bit of your 2 cents onto what it's like being a female artist in the game. But let me touch on the challenges. Number one, they can be as grimy as they can, and I'm sure as women you go through quite a bit in the game. What are some of the challenges, and what's the solution as to overcoming some of them to you, Busy?
Okay, I started music like 10 years ago. So back then, it was more difficult to actually have studio time and all that, blah, blah, blah. But as time went by, everything changed, you know. There was a challenge back then, right? So the challenge now that I'm currently facing now, I can say is that connections, bruh. Yeah. Like, honestly, we all know how it works now. You know what I mean? So it's all about penetrating hard in the industry.
Wait, hold up. Let me stop you. How do you think it works personally?
As
a female artist, how do you think things work?
I feel like you need to know somebody in order to get in somewhere, because, for instance, TV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. TV is it's hard to be on TV. You understand? As an artist who is not known like that, when you're not in the mainstream yet, to get in is really, really difficult. But I think hard work makes it easier. Because I remember back then, I didn't have a song on radio, I didn't have music on TV, and people used to call me whack, like legit. And I did not give a fuck, my nigga.
How did you take that?
I took it hard. I took it like a strong woman. Yeah. That's why I'm here today. Yeah. Because let me tell you something. These challenges are there, you know. I can honestly relate to Nadia Nakai, because she received so many remarks for the past years she's been doing music. And look at her now. She's still trying, and she's blossoming. You know, there's good things happening to her. She's winning. You know what I mean? So
wait,
yeah.
I wanna get into something.
Yeah.
You said you were cold whack. I feel like every artist goes through that phase of being trash, right?
Yes, yeah.
So building onto that question, to you, D.
Yeah.
You're a very lyrical rapper, right?
Sure.
Do you feel at any given time male rappers are better than female rappers? And I'm asking you this personally because you rap.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Have you ever gotten the remarks where I mean, she's a girl, so you know?
I've been fortunate enough not to have gotten that. As a matter of fact, I feel like that has been my kink, so to speak. Unfortunately for my female counterparts, that has been the norm. But personally, and not to say, because I have something special, but I've been received well. I've been received exceptionally well in terms of the lyricism parts of things.
But then when does it get a little nitty gritty for you in that space?
In what space specifically?
In the space of being the lyrical rapper amongst guys. Because most of the time,
you know what? Yeah. That's actually been my strength. Yeah. If anything, from where I come from, I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't hit the national platform yet. But where I come from, the East Rand, that has gotten me reverence. Again, not because I'm the best thing out there necessarily, but there's a degree of seriousness that I take when it comes to my music. And being a wordsmith, for me, it started with that. It started with the raps. I'm from the school of ciphering. I'm from where words, if I can tell you, my first AKA was TNT, and then became Vicious, and then became, because back then, even the AKA, I feel, had to tell a lot about the type of MC
I remember those
that
days.
you are, right? So for me, that was always very important, first and foremost. I'm fortunate enough to have a certain degree of cool about me, etc., that came into play. But I've never been in any room where my male counterparts were like, ish, mara, ish. If anything, that's why people would holler at me. It's like, come through. Spit a thing. I mean, personally, the thing that I've had difficulty with is thinking that I was probably too deep, or I was probably too that, or this.
Also,
you know what I'm saying?
that was your own personal challenge.
It was a personal challenge for me, you know, and I would actually admire chicks or people who would be able to have a certain degree of commercial appeal that I didn't have. You know, that I believed I didn't have, and I wanted to tap into that. So for me, it's quite the contrary. I've never had a male counterpart come to me and be like, you know what, I can dismantle you right now. If anything, it came from a place of,
you're
dude,
good. You're
you
dope.
are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Let's work. Let's do something.
Let me so let me ask you, Biz, right?
Sure.
In terms of commercial appeal,
Okay.
going back to what you were saying, do you think commercial, especially for a woman, right?
Yeah.
We all know sex is usually the selling point,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, right? Do you think being commercially viable,
Yeah.
do you need to show yourself in that light?
Personally, I've never had a thing with I need to take off my clothes for people to actually see me. I've been like this. If you know Bizzcuit, you know it's all about the drips, it's all about the swag, and that's how I want people to receive me. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I call it gangster, the way I dress, because there's a level of G in it.
Yeah.
But I feel like in terms of like the way you look.
Look at it from this point.
Yeah.
A case study like Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
At some point, Nicki Minaj was playing an ordinary, and
Yeah.
at some point she had to show booty
Yeah.
to give her some type of appeal.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm saying as a woman, do you think that always needs to be the case? Because
No.
if we look at it, the same thing has happened to, say, for instance, Nadia.
Yeah.
The same thing has happened to Nomuzi.
Yeah.
And.
Let me tell you something about those female as well. I'm not trying to say something rude or anything like that, but I feel like they like it. I mean, you can't be comfortable to a certain level to be in a swimsuit and be like, yeah, I'm showing booty and this is a music video. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be comfortable with your own skin. If you're comfortable with your own skin to show it out there, then I think they're comfortable. I think they're comfortable.
So you don't
Because
think-
I don't see myself actually walking around in like a bathing suit or some shit. Nigga, no. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I
you
feel
too-
like
you too
it's
hard for
also
that.
it's also about comfortability, my
Yeah.
nigga. It's all about comfortability, and with Nadia, she loves it. You know, she loves the hype. You know, people love it, and she knows if she wants to dress herself, it's not gonna work for her anymore. It's not gonna work. So mela kumuli. Mela kumuli.
And for you, D, do you think the
I feel like sexuality is a very layered thing. I feel like where some people would find Uti, Ikipa is Tunzi, is Tizi.
Sure.
Certain other people
Sure.
would feel like that's their point of power.
Yeah.
I mean, as a female, you have every right to dictate how it is that you want to be perceived. Like she said, it's a comfortability factor. Some people feel comfortable when they're butt naked,
Yeah.
or when they have skimpy clothes on. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you in your own skin feel comfortable, more power to you, my sister. Some people like me, or like Bez has said, maybe you want to come through with a more G appeal, and for you it's like dressing more, or it's cool. Some people haven't, the aesthetics are more eccentric, you know what I'm saying? They would have the Erica
Like
Badu
the
type
hair
of
tied
vibe or
up, yeah.
whatever. Yeah. So for me, I have absolutely no problem with anyone expressing themselves how they want to.
Yeah.
We can't ignore the fact that sex does sell. You know, when you show a
Sure.
bit of skin, when you show a bit of booty, when you
Sure.
show,
Always
I mean,
sells.
it does sell.
Always
You know what
sells.
I'm saying? But my thing is, I don't feel like they necessarily. It's one of those routine. If it's a serendipitous enough thing for it to have happened to me,
What
you
is
see, I've got.
serendipity? By the
Aziz,
way,
your
I'll ask, no, listen, I'll ask
It's
questions if I don't
it's
know.
like a fortunate accident, so to speak. For
Okay.
instance, you born how you born. Our kids,
Out of ser-
your aesthetics,
serendipity.
you understand?
I like that.
I mean, for instance, Boiti looks how Boiti looks.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with using whatever she
She
has.
looks to get some type
to
of
her.
attention.
Yeah.
You understand? If she thinks she has a handle on that, then it's cool. It's like that Missy line. That is the word.
Yeah.
It's like the ain't no shame, ladies, do your
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, just make sure
you're ahead of the game.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So for me, I don't shun upon that.
I
If
also-
she
I
feels
also-
which is her point of power, if she feels she can use that to get the results that she wants, more power to that, bruh.
I also don't think it should be a thing that's shunned upon. At the end of the day, people are people, and you
You
gotta let a person
understand?
do their own thing. You know
You
what I mean?
understand? Yeah,
But-
it's like
but-
let people be, and
Yeah.
I personally
it's
don't
fair
shun upon it. Just
Yeah.
express yourself, be comfortable in your own skin, whatever it is that you feel with ungaimela, and this is me, Yimlo. Then cool, cause Abo Reed do it, you know, Reed comes through. Barbados, showing some titties ain't no thing, bruh. Kufana nomuntu says
Yeah.
Lalin, for instance, if Kanye Mabi, for instance, right? She's
Yeah.
from Ekooks, and it's like that side of the world. Being topless and whatnot.
Yeah,
it's not
a big issue.
You understand what I mean?
But the
So
thing is
if
that's different because I mean, that's them and this is music. But you do like I'm saying this
But
is
what-
music in a sense that you do realize that at some point in time that becomes the ultimatum. Hence why you will see, not to say that you're gonna do it,
Yeah.
but if you've noticed, you'll see that when girls come in the game, they come dressed like this. And after a little while, you start seeing a little bit of makeup on, and then all of a sudden there's a dress.
This.
And you get what I'm saying?
It has to
that's
do
why,
with this.
That's why I was saying.
I
Do you think that the sex becomes a selling point?
it has to do with this. I feel like it's always been a selling point, but if you know yourself well enough, if you've introspected, if you are evolved enough and you have a certain stance, you'll always keep to that. That's why Erica Badu kept to that. That's why Lauryn Hill kept to that. That's why Yenu Kanyimavi kept to that. There's certain people, it's just about knowing yourself, knowing your brand, knowing who you want to be in the game, how you want to navigate with the game, how you want your Malvela for them to know
how
what
you want to look.
You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
And if you are very clear and convicted about that, there are people who will be attracted to that. Just be authentic, just be yourself, just be honest with what it is that you are representing and presenting to us. Because if you're not that, we are not dumb. As your audience, we will be able to pick up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is what are you in it for? At the end of the day, what's the priority to you? What are you in it for? There's so many things that are gonna try to waver you or deter you from the actual initial plan that you had before you came into the game. But that's why you should, if you haven't self-mastery, if you haven't taken the time before you actually got into this to define what it is that you're trying to achieve with this, then of course you will be wishy-washy.
Yeah.
So, Biscuit's got a mouthful, eh?
No. I'm just agreeing to what she's saying because isn't I'm because she's saying points. Like it's
a
points.
mouthful. And then for you, Biz,
Yeah.
just on a lighter note, what do you feel is your contribution into the greater good of being a female rap? The thing is, I even hate calling,
Female.
you know what I mean? Because I feel like if you're rapping, there was no point in time in your mind when you were young you said I wanted to be a female rapper. You just wanted to be a rapper. You get what I'm saying?
Rapping was a hobby.
You get what I'm saying?
Like,
So what do you think your contribution or your personal mission statements will be for the greater good?
I feel like music in general will change healing. There's room for people like us to actually express ourselves musically the way since on a corner match. Because like for instance, back then, we never used to have trap music, right? And each genre ifike manje into different to people. People hate it. Some people are like, oh, swag, blah blah blah. But people like us, people like Bizzcuit, you know, I've made so many drastic changes in people, you know. I've won so many people with the music that I'm doing now, right? Like 10 years ago, it was different. So manje, I feel like I'm making a difference somewhere in the music industry for someone out there watching every day, mabukeli TV, aboni solo, ajayive, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody hollers and be like, yo, Bizzcuit, I just saw your video. For me, I've won.
And you do get a lot of love.
I've won, my nigga.
You get a gang of love, actually.
Let me tell you, I used to be so afraid. I used to be so afraid to express myself musically. Because I felt like, oh my God, what if, like, yo, also singing, you know what I'm saying? But now, dog, I'm fearless as fuck.
And that obviously came with time, right?
That came with people coming back, more and more people coming back, building up. Dog, you got this.
Yeah.
You know? Take it, like, accept it, own it. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm doing right now. That's why, with the music, I'm so confident about my music than 10 years ago. You know? 10 years ago, I'd be like, okay, content, can you please go out? I want to record now. I'm scared, you know, please, you know? But now I'm like, my niggas, call everybody. Let's jam. Let's be in studio. Let's work. Let's vibe. It doesn't matter what. Art is art, you know? Art comes in very different forms, you know? If my art is not so great to you, don't listen to it, you know? Because there's so many people that actually appreciate the art that I'm doing. So, yeah.
I feel you. That was powerful.
Yeah, that was
powerful.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, so.
Sure.
And then for you, D, what are your last and final words to all the futurists who are out there who want to be in your position right now?
Hey man, don't even want to be in my position, want to be in your position, want to reach your level and do it authentically.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all about authenticity, and that's that.
You heard it from the horse's mouths, people. And I think what we can deduce from this is that at whichever point we come from, it's not easy, number one. And especially coming from a man's world, being a woman is something else, you know? And from these two beautiful women, I hope you heard their testimony and you've kind of gathered what type of mind frame you need to go through to be in this game. But for the most part, I'm signing out. I still go by the name Content. I'm your uncle's uncle. And you're still watching All Day TV. And this is Allxess. And we're out.
Classic. I kiss on my chest in the plastic. Niggas say that I'm drastic. Never reply to these chapsticks. Flow crunchy like biscuit. Pouring my soul in your casket. Vegas in with a throne, yeah. Gold and lightning a misfit. Circles more like a little click. Smoke, he like a midget. Keep it short like a little chick. Keep it short like an infant. Stay true, my religion. Flow high, white pigeon. Style my flow like style my flow like fusion. I style my flow like fusion. I style my flow like fusion. Your whole life an illusion. I style my flow like fusion. Oh no, 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 no. My mission, my mission, yeah, my mission. No, 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 no. My real shit, yeah, my real shit. No, 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 no. My mission, yeah, my mission. No, 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 no. My real shit, yeah, my real shit. Life is a bitch, but a dick in your case, but a brick in the place with a bitch in the place. Mine is a plane and I'm marrying a chain. She want a photo, I gave her the flame. She want a rapper, I gave her the game. She want a movie, I gave her the game. She want the coochie, I gave her the ring. She want the whip and I gave her the bang. These niggas they drown in my water, tied it like a zip folder. Pour it lock like a soda. Beef stew for my daughters. I am the lotus, the roller. Your gold stiff like my shoulders. Get the older in my flow, I get a cheddar on my dough. Play tennis with my bows, never puddle on my drawers. Tap, tap, my horse, yeah. like I've been here before. Yeah. Pass me a smoke, somebody pass me a drink. If money is the root of evil, I'm perfecting my sins. Yes, I don't know where I'm going, but you don't know where I've been. So judge me if you may, but all I want is money and chin. Matzala, all in all, like lalo. The reasons yapanda. Spando holy hlahla, plus I'm too chubby for hunger. So hola le hlahla, speme no malanga. I promise better days are coming, so hola gui latha. Still I am Mujaji, Queen Elizabetha. Nefertiti in my aura, still I am the shit. Say that I've been gone too long or quiet, but my thing is this. Just cause you don't see God working in your life, don't think she quit. Let it simmer in, and I'm coming for the win. Rappers are just courses in my cause, I'm having them for dinner. Rolling round the Davidson, demeanor as a magazine. Killer motherfuckers, Lenyora, acteur muchin, hey. Memories of the future. Gulping this liquid poison is blurring my sight, but has me painting rather vivid pictures. Fly as a spirit scripture. I plan to be notorious, bigger than Biggie and all his inglorious fixtures. Reality so tainted, blazing the indiscretion of my young ignorance so blissfully I'm always faded. Fuck it, I done made it. The power of thy tongue comfortably settles me on the throne. Yes, I'm the future, baby, but I'm a lonely person. Basics, loneliness always accompanies being the one, so I'm cool with my matrix. Neo, queen of the jungle, yes I am a Leo. Chunky as hell, let my money figure out my kilos. Royal, I'm moving in like splitting the in-betweens of a fiend in a one-night stand sex scene. Hey, I'm just a sister with a dream and a shitload of problems, so pass the nicotine, cause yeah. Feels like I've been here before. Yeah. It's got me feeling insecure. Yeah. Maybe I should heed the call. 'Cause I've never been there before. It's been a minute. I've been trying to connect to you for so long, but I haven't been brave enough, open enough, vulnerable enough. But hey, here I am, trying, reaching. So let's see how it goes.